general malaise, feeling like I was laying there dying.
A Southwest Florida man who was on his deathbed credits medical marijuana for saving his life. And tonight he's hoping his story will convince you to support Amendment 2, which will allow more Floridians to have access to medical marijuana.
If you're registered to vote, you will be voting on this next month on your ballot. 4 in your corner's Deborah Souverain working to get you both sides of this hot marijuana debate. Deborah?
Patrick and Amy, I'm sure many of us have heard and seen commercials urging you to either vote for or against medical marijuana. But one Pine Island resident, Jason Cole, says his story may help explain what's at stake for many families who are fighting life-threatening illnesses.
House will go.
Jason Cole shows me his sprouts of hope.
Growing here is mostly tomatoes.
Here at Green Planet Farm, there's plenty of green.
Tomato, chard, peppers.
He calls it an anti-cancer garden, part of a diet change he committed to after getting cancer.
I had stage 2 anal cancer. They found it and they couldn't do surgery because of the location. It got really rough. It was rough on my family and my children, which in turn made it rougher on me.
In addition to chemo and radiation, he took extremely low THC cannabis oil, which is legal in Florida if prescribed by doctors.
They did say that they saw improvements in me that they didn't see with patients that weren't taking it.
Now he's hoping Amendment 2 will let Floridians get cannabis oil with higher amounts of THC, an option that's already available to people in 20 other states.
There's millions of people that have access to this right now. What makes us a lesser class citizen here in Florida?
But opponents holding protests like this one say the ballot wording this year is reason to vote against it.
This year they've actually changed it to include other things, but they've also changed it to include the word other, which really allows everybody to get it.
Some worry it could even get in the hands of kids. I asked Jason about that. It could get into the hands of young children who might think it's candy or whatever. Is that something that you think about as a parent?
Maybe as a candy or something. My children were always told that it's in a medicine bottle. It's got a lid on it, just like any other medicine. You take medicine when you need medicine.
A medicine he says works.
I have been cancer-free since January of this year.
You might remember an amendment to legalize medical marijuana in 2014. That barely failed in that election. Now, it'll take 60% of voters to approve the measure this time around. And just to remind you guys, tomorrow is the deadline to register to vote. You can get started by visiting fox4now.com/democracy2016. Live in the newsroom, Deborah Souverain, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right,